Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Samuel Blay, and today we are diving into something very practical, payroll with Excel. We are going to learn how to create payroll system with Payslip using Excel. Whether you manage payroll for a small business or you want to enhance your Excel skills, this video is the right one for you. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to calculate salaries, deduction and net pay, and automate payslip generation for employees. Let's jump right in. First off, we need to create the main payroll table. I have a workbook here called Payroll with Payslip. I have a raw data here. So let's rename the sheet 1 to payroll, and our payroll heading, let's increase the font. So Control plus A to select all and increase the font to 14. Let's increase 14. On the payroll, let's select cell A up to cell F. Under home, let's come to merge and center, then left align. Let's give it a color fill of yellow and make it bold. We have employee ID here, so let's increase the width. To increase, let's select all the columns and double click, and this will size it. So the employee information start from column A to column B. So let's select the employee information, merge and center, and give it a color fill of blue. Let's make the font color white and make it bold. Then the earning starts from column C to E. So let's select that, merge and center, then give it a color of, let's give it this color, then white, then let's make it bold. Then deduction. So deduction will start from column F up to I. Merge and center again. Make it, let's select this color, then make it white, then bold in it. So we are done with that. Then for the employee ID, for the first employee, let's make it EMP001. And to auto refill it, let's bring our cursor to the down right corner of the cell and hold and drag, and this will auto refill. This is the flash fill, so it will fill it in a sequential. Let's decrease the width a bit. Now let's format our figures with a currency symbol. So we want to make it Ghana cedis. You can find videos on how to format numbers on our channel. So to format the number, let's select from column C up to J. All this place will be currency. So let's format with currency symbol. Under the home, let's come to number, then click on this arrow. Let's go to currency, and you want to format to Ghana cedis. So let's search for, let's choose the GHC. Click on OK. And this will format the currency with currency symbol. Now to make everything easy, let's convert this data into a table. So let's select from the employee ID up to the net salary, all the data. And to convert this data into a table, we have to hit Control plus T, and the create table dialog box will appear. First, it will ask for where your data is. We've already selected it. If you've not selected, you can. Since you already selected it, we leave it like that. Then my table has headers. We have to select that and click on OK. And this data will be converted to a table. Now you have to give the table a name. So you give it payroll. Payroll. Now that you have converted a table, let's do our calculations. First, we have to find the gross salary. The gross salary is the addition of the basic salary plus all the allowance. That will give us the gross salary. Another gross salary, let's type in equal to. Let's use sum, or you can just do plus. Let's use sum, which add all numbers in a range. So sum the basic salary and the allowance. Close the parenthesis. Click on enter. And since this is a table, this will auto refill the rest of the cells. So next is the SNITs, and this is the employer's contribution. We have both the employer and the employee's contribution. This time we are going to look at the employee's contribution. Into bracket, let's add into brackets employer. Let's increase the width. The employee's contribution is 30.5% of the basic salary. So to find this, you are going to type in equal to basic salary. Where's the basic salary? So you select the basic salary times 13.5. Click on enter. This will calculate the net contribution and employer's net contribution for the month. You skip the taxes because there's a lot of calculation that goes into taxes for the month. So you skip that. Let's say I may appear as loan. That's the company has to deduct maybe 300 CDs each month. And Ofori has loan of 400 CDs each month. The company has to deduct. We type that one in here. Then total deduction. The total deduction is sum of all the deductions. This will be deductible deductions. We don't have to deduct the net employer's contribution. Not deducted from the salary. Deduction, you say sum, and you start from tax up to the parenthesis and click on enter. This will do all the calculations. Lastly, we have to find the net salary of that employee. To find the net salary is the gross salary minus the total deduction. That will give us the net salary. So let's come to the net salary. Equal to gross salary minus deductions. That will give us the net salary. Click on enter. Having this multiple hashes because the column weight is not enough for the figures. To see the figure, we have to increase the width of the column. So we increase it, and now we can see the figures. That is it. This is how you can create a simple payroll for your workers. Next, we are going to look at how you can create the payslip for your employees. So now let's create a dynamic payslip that pulls data for any selected employee. So first, let's create the template, the payslip template. So I will add another sheet and give it a name, payslip. Then the company name, let's give it BSS Company Limited. Then give it a heading payslip. So I will design this and get back to you. So welcome back. We've designed our payslip template. You could see the company name here, the payslip, address, telephone number. We have employee information. Then other information, we have the pay type, which is monthly, period, which is the payroll period, then the payment method. Down here, we have the earnings, deduction, and the net salary. We are going to pull this information automatically for each employee. So for us to do that, we have to create a drop down where we can select employee and pull their payroll information onto this payslip. So to do this, let's first go back to the payroll sheet. For easy identification, we are going to create a name range for all these columns. And if you want to know more about named range, Please check our video on name range on the channel. So let's select the payroll table. Go to formulas. Under the defined names, select creates from selection. Creates from selection dialog box will appear. So create names from values, and which values do you want to create? The top row values. So you have to deselect the left column, then click on OK. So now we've created name ranges for each column of the tables. So to confirm this, let's come to name manager, and you can see we have names for all the columns from the table. Let's close this and come back to let's still stay at the payroll. Go to the name manager. We want the employee name. So the name for the employee name column is called employee name. So let's copy that and close it again. Close it and come back to the payslip. As I said earlier, we want a drop down where we can select each employee and populate the employee's payroll data onto the payslip. To do this, let's go to data, then go to data validation. To learn more about data validation, we also have a separate video on data validation on our channel. You can check that one out. Under the settings, you come to the allowed and click on the drop down. Then select list. Next, we come to the source, and what source of data do you want to use for the list? Let's click in the source. You type in equal to, then paste the employee name and click on OK. Now you can see we have an arrow here. Let's click on it, and we have all the employee name here. What you want to do is you want to select the employee name and you populate the employee's info. Now for easy identification, let's also create another name for the cell E8 where the employee name is. With cell C8 selected, let's come to the name box, which is at the left side of the formula bar, and click in it and give it a name, employee without spaces selection. Then click on enter. So if you've given the cell E8 employee selection for easy reference in our formula, the first information we want to pull is the employee ID. How do we pull the employee ID from the payroll sheet? We are going to use the lookup function, specifically the X lookup. We also have video on lookup functions. You can check it on our channel. So you type in equal to X lookup. The first value is the lookup value. So what value are we looking for? We are looking for the employee name, which we have given its name employee selection. So we'll type in employee selection and we can find employee selection. So select that. We click on tab to select it. Comma. Array. Which array are we looking through to find the employee name? Let's come to the payroll. We are looking for the employee name under this array, let's go back. We are looking for the employee selection in the type in employee name, comma, and which array do we want to return? We want to return the employee ID array. So you type in the employee ID array, which is the column A, the employee ID column, comma. The rest of the parameters are optional. This option asks if you don't find the array, what do you have to say? We have to say no record. So we type in no record and close the parenthesis. Hit on control, then enter. Now we have pulled the employee ID. Let's come to the formula bar and let me explain it. What you are saying is we are using the S lookup. The first parameter is which lookup value are you looking for? We are looking for the employee name Kwame Appiah. Where are you looking for Kwame Appiah? We are looking for Kwame Appiah in the employee name column. And when you find Kwame Appiah, what do you want to return? You want to return Kwame Appiah's ID. And if you don't find Kwame Appiah's ID, we want to say there's no record like that. So basically, that is the lookup function. Now we understand how the lookup function works, and we are going to use the lookup function to find all these data. So let's come to the basic salary. We are going to speed up this here because we already know how the function works. So that's equal to x lookup, the lookup value employee selection. We are looking for it in the employee name, and we want to return the basic salary. Close it, enter, then we have 2,500. Next, we want the allowance. So we can copy this and paste. Then change the basic salary. This time we are looking for allow. We have the allowance. Let's copy this. And instead of just pasting it, let's right click, go to paste special, select formulas just to paste the formulas. This, and we are going to have the formulas. This time let's change it to, this is gross. So let's look for gross salary. Then click on enter. Then we have the gross salary. Now let's go to, let's copy this again and bring it a snit. Now you want to find a snit, so let's change the allowance to snit employer. Copy it again, paste it, change it to tax. Select tax. There's no tax, so that will be 0. Let's paste this again and change it to loan. Change the tax to loan. Loans. Copy and right click again. Formless. Let's change it to total deduction. Total deductions. You can copy this, and since these two have the same formatting, we can just paste. Instead of total deduction, we are going to select net salary. We have all the information here. Let's format this. I want this to be right aligned. Let's right align these two. Let's this. Select this. Let all the currencies in here, which is the figures. Under the home, come to number and click on this arrow. We have already done this, so let's fast forward this. Currency. Now we formatted it to have the currencies, the currency symbol. So this is how you can pull all this information. Now let's change this from Kwame Appiah to Abena Mensah. Now we can see the employee ID has changed to Abner Mensah's ID. We have the basic salary have changed. So we have pulled Abner Mensah's information. Let's go to the payroll. And for Abner Mensah, let's give her a loan of 200. And the tax, let's say after the tax, we have a tax of 400 cedis. So Abner Mensah's welcome pay is 2,600. Let's go back to the pay slip. Now we can find Abner Mensah's tax here, then the loan, then the net salary of 2,600. Payroll period, let's make it December 2024. Payment method, let's use a drop down, go to data validation, then select list. We want either paid by Momo or mobile money, cash, bank. Let's type in the code through here. Click on OK. Rate cannot be found. So then that means you don't need the equal to. Then click on OK. We have a drop down here where we can select the payment method. So you can select mobile money, or either paid by cash or paid by bank. Let's come back again and select Kofi Ofori. And we have Kofi Ofori's payroll data. And his net salary is 1,850. Let's come to the payroll to verify this. Kofi Ofori is on the row 6. And indeed, his net salary is 1,850. Come out to payslip. So if you want to print the payslip for an employee, you can select this. Let's select all the cells contain the payslip information. Let's come to page layout. From the page setup, let's click on print area. Click on set print area. So we have set the payslip area as the print area. So Control plus P, and it will give you can print the payslip. Our printer is not connected, so let's convert this to PDF. So let's click on print. This will convert to PDF. So let's save it on a desktop, download, and say paste. Let's come to downloads. So work done. Let's open the payslip. This has been converted to PDF format. That's now our payslip has been converted to nicely PDF format, where you can distribute it electronically to the employee. And guys, that is it in this video. We have successfully created a payroll system and a dynamic payslip in Excel. This system is scalable and you can customize further to meet your needs. And if you also want a robust payroll system developed with Excel VBA, where you can automate payroll generation, calculations, and also send payslip to employee via Gmail, check our video on payroll developed with Excel VBA on this channel. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more practical Excel tutorial. Let me know in comments below what topic you'd like me to cover next. See you in the next video.